Today we're going to be sharing with you guys the
25 books we want to read for 2025.
Oh my gosh, this one is so on my list. I need to get cracking with it as well.
Don't let me down, Lauren. Don't let me down.
The pressure, the pressure. Yay, happy anniversary to us.
Can you guess what the next one is? It's a Brandon Sanderson.
Am I gonna like it? Am I not? Let's get into it. Hey Bookworms! It's Mom, aka Sarah.
And Char.
Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, we are a mother-daughter duo.
We love all things books and book related, and we just welcome you.
And we love to share it with you. So that said, in today's video, we are going to be sharing with you our TBR cards. We built this, but it's not going to be in today's video. You'll probably get to see a little snippet of it in another vlog, because in today's video, we want to get straight to the point. Today, we're going to be sharing with you guys the 25
books we want to read for 2025.
That's right. We have had this idea for a minute now, and just I don't know what happened, okay? We just had the books kind of sitting on the shelf, and as time progressed, because we didn't get to filming it yet, we kind of have been rotating books a little bit. But without further ado, we're gonna get to it and share. Both of us are gonna share our 25 books that we want to read in 2025, and I think Char's gonna go through hers first, and then I'm gonna go through mine, and then we're gonna put them on our TBR cart. We've debated long and hard if we were gonna get a cart, and we finally decided, yeah, it makes sense. It's just a nice place, I think, to have our books situated, because while we had a bookshelf upstairs, our TBR books were just they're floating around everywhere.
Yeah, and also there was not enough space on that shelf to hold how many books we wanted and the weight of all the books we wanted, because
that's true.
That thing already has a lot of stuff on it. We don't want it to collapse.
Exactly.
We can't have that happening. And yeah, it's nice to have just all the books that we really want to read situated in one place.
You know exactly where to go find it and where to put it back. So that said, we're going to jump into today's video. We're not going to talk too long about the books. We're just going to, I don't know, if we explain anything, we'll explain a little bit, but we're going to move it through just because there are 2 of us to get through, and that's a total of 50 books for the both of us. So grab yourself a little snack or something, and let's get into the video.
Let's go. So jumping into my books, I'm gonna run through them quickly. First things first, we have the Mistborn series by Brandon Sanderson, and I got this series for my birthday. Really excited because I've heard a lot of good reviews on this. This is probably one of the best things that Brandon Sanderson has written.
The thing is, I just want to make a quick little commentary on this. This is a series that I got her for your birthday? Was it your birthday or Christmas?
My birthday.
Your birthday. Yeah. However, I didn't even know, I kept looking for it and I had no idea that they had a whole other print. So that's I don't know. How do you feel about the print?
This print will be fine, honestly, because these pocketbooks are actually really, really cute. Like this can fit in one of like the pockets that I have. Yeah. Pockets or like sweater pockets. It's really cute, and you can just tuck it anywhere. So I actually find these ones really cute. I don't mind roughing them up a little bit, right? Because they're kind of comfy reads, I find. Yeah. So excited to read these. Next one is The Martian by Andy Weir. Sorry, this one, never finished it. Has to get read.
You have 2 copies of those.
2 copies.
This is my favorite cover.
This is my favorite cover too, because I have another one. I'm gonna insert it right here so y'all can see. That's the one I carry with me in case it gets ruined, because I don't care about it. Like, it's currently sitting in my backpack, probably getting crushed by textbooks, and I'm like, it's okay. It's okay in there. This is the good cover. This is the good cover.
Nice.
This is also one that we thrifted.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Very, very good. Next one is Dune by Frank Herbert.
That one has a bunch of different covers as well.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
They keep remaking it.
This is really pretty, actually.
We're not remaking it, but just changing the covers.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know why. These covers just go together.
Yeah.
Like, they can't stray from each other. Renegades by Marissa Meyer. Carve the Mark by Veronica Roth. I got more than halfway through this book and I didn't finish it. Tell me why. It was so good, so I definitely want to read this one this year.
Nice.
Another one, Legion by Brandon Sanderson.
Wow, very committed.
I'm very committed. Very, like, I've just heard a lot of good things about his works.
Yeah.
Really want to read it. And can you guess what the next one is? It's a Brandon Sanderson.
Wow.
The Way of Kings.
And the weight of that book.
Oh. Yeah.
This is one that her dad got her for Christmas because he is a big Brandon Sanderson fan, and because he is obsessed, he has to have like one child hooked with Brandon Sanderson. It might very well be you, girl.
Yeah. I don't mind that.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's a great author.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, I'm in the middle of one of his books. I haven't fully read one of them, but I'm in the middle of one, and it's really good so far. I like his writing.
Yeah.
And I'm just excited to test it out, right? I don't know when I'm going to read this, but it's going to be this year, I guess.
I'm encouraged to read that too.
This is the first book.
Yeah, right?
How big is the second book? I guess we're going to see. Next one. Stardust by Neil Gaiman.
Oh, I love that movie.
Oh my goodness. It's honestly, I think it's probably like one of our favorite movies ever. Like,
love it.
So good. I actually watched part of it today at school. But
hey, are you guys not supposed to be learning?
we learning. But super, super good. I don't know how close the book is. I mean, I'm guessing it's basically the same thing, right? But obviously movies stray a little bit from the books.
Yeah.
Neil Gaiman, he's the same one who wrote Coraline, I think, and the Graveyard Book, which I feel like give very different vibes than this, but we're gonna see how it goes. I have a copy as well, You have a copy as well,
yeah.
So we should tandem read this at some point.
We should.
I think we'll enjoy that. So this is definitely one.
One thing we love to do is discuss books while we're reading them.
Yes.
Super fun.
Oh, it's so fun just to like bounce off each other, like our thoughts. Yeah. These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. I really want to read this one. I've heard so many good reviews. Comment down below if you read this and if you really, really enjoyed it, or if you didn't enjoy it. Just tell me your thoughts. Once Upon a Broken Heart.
Girl, this one's been on your list like 3 times.
I started this one at the beginning of last year.
Yeah.
Which is actually, so it's like a year ago actually.
Oh, okay.
Like exactly a year ago, maybe, probably.
I'm one to talk. I have books like that too.
Yeah. This is after the whole Caraval trilogy, which I've been on and off about reading. I'm currently like, okay, I think I'm gonna read that series now. Maybe. But I for sure want to read this one because this one sounds so good. It's like fairy tale-esque, so.
Okay.
Light Lark by Alex Astor. Another Marissa Meyer book, Heartless. I also started this one. I didn't finish it. 6 Crimson Cranes. I actually really want to read this one.
I absolutely love the cover of that one.
So yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, that's beautiful right there. That's, yes. This one actually has a lot more than I thought. I've heard a lot of reviews on it and super excited.
Nice.
Reckless by Lauren Roberts. We're gonna see how this goes because the first book was okay. Second, the 1.5, amazing. Don't let me down, Lauren. Don't let me down.
The pressure.
Pressure's on. A Tempest of... I actually had to second guess that. A Tempest of Tea by Hafsa Faisal. I love her other series, The Sands of Aralia. This is gonna be good.
I feel like you're doing an SMR video because you keep tapping all of your books.
Well, if you guys like that, okay. The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstein. Is it Morgenstein?
Is that my copy or your copy?
Morgenstern.
Is that the copy that I bought?
This is the copy that you got.
Yeah, I think I got this book like a decade ago, and I really never got. I don't know what it is. I just never picked it up. So my daughter's gonna read it well before I do, and then she can recommend it to me.
Yeah.
It's your book now, sister.
Thank you. We've seen a lot of. We want the paperback version too, though, right?
Yeah,
we've seen
the paperback's really cute. Yeah.
We've seen it in thrift stores, but we haven't gotten it because it's been like semi-good condition.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're gonna find another one. These two I'm gonna show together is The One Who Loves Me and The One Who Sees Me, both by Joan Ambola. And this is a Christian romance series that I have started. I read the first one. It was really good, and so I'm really excited to finish it.
It's so strange how we are like that. We'll read a book in a series and absolutely love it, but sometimes you just like take a big break from that book itself.
Exactly.
And we'll go on to read all the other things and just leave it behind, because that's what I do that too.
Yeah, but like I'm really excited to read the series. This is the next one I'm going to read, and she's a nurse. I'm like, okay, that's gonna be so cool, because
and he's a doctor.
And he's a doctor.
Ooh.
Oh my. but really,
the
really
future, Charlotte. The future.
The future. The future's calling. Rules for rule breaking. I actually just got this one in a book outlet haul that you guys will probably see after this video. So we're giving you a little bit of a, what do you call it? Like a sneak peek.
A little sneak peek.
A little sneak peek. But this is by Talia Tucker. Skin of the Sea by Natasha Brown. Really excited to read this one. It's actually like the only mermaid book I think I have on my whole shelf.
Someone just recommended that the other day. They were saying if I can't recall why, but they were saying here are a few book recs, and Skin of the Sea was on the list, and I was like, we have that one.
I also have the second one too.
Yeah.
I want to read that one too, but like.
And the covers are gorgeous.
The covers are gorgeous. Like, look at that.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. Really excited to read this one. Thieves' Gambit by Kavion Lewis. The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson. And Beasts of Prey by Ayana Gray. And there we go. That's all of my 25 books.
For 2025.
For 2025.
So now it's my turn. The first one that I want to read, as you can see, it's in this box set, which I've yet to open because I'm thinking of I'm trying to figure out a special way to open it on camera. But the one that I want to read specifically is The Nightingale. I'm a little stuffy. I apologize for being a little stuffy. But I want to read The Nightingale, but I heard that all of Kristen Hanna's books are amazing. So that's the first one. The next one that I want to read is Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I really do like her as an author, and I've enjoyed a lot of her books. The recent one I read was Daisy Jones. Absolutely excited to read that one. The next one I want to read is Conversations with Friends by Sally Rooney. I've heard good things about this book, and it looks like it's like a fun, quick read. So we'll see how that goes. I did buy this one in store. I'm surprised I didn't read it because I went on the hunt for it in store. Yeah. And bought it for full price, and I still haven't read it. The next one that's on my list is Shark Heart. And what's this one called?
It's like some sort of literary fiction, right? Where
yeah.
It's like the husband has a medical illness that is causing him to turn
into a shark. I was just wondering like what you'd call that when he's turning into something, if that's
just
he's metamorphosizing into something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this one sounds interesting just because it's out of my genre. It's not something that I typically would read, but not opposed to either. So very excited to try something unique, different, and very entertaining. This one is also on my list, how to age disgracefully, and I just kind of came by this one inside of the bookstore, and it sounded really interesting. When age makes you invisible, secrets are easier to hide. And it's just, I just love understanding people, so I don't mind understanding like this is the elderly, I guess, as they age and how they think. This book just kind of intrigued me. I haven't heard much about it. Very pumped to want to read that one.
That one sounds really interesting.
It does.
Yeah.
It just sounds like it's going to be a whole lot of like just fun and entertainment.
Yeah.
Another one that I want to read is called Juniper Hill, and this is by Devney Perry. I forgot to tell you who the last person who wrote this one. It was by Claire Pooley. I've never heard of her either. But this is by Devney Perry. And this is the first one in the series. I know it's like a trio. What's it called?
Trilogy.
Thank you. While this is a trilogy, I figured I didn't want to just put all of them on the shelf just because it goes back to what I was saying earlier. I just don't know if I'm gonna fully just read them entirely. So I figured why not just put the first one from the lot on my TBR for 2025. So I also have People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. I heard that this one was a good one, so I want to put this one on here. So far, Emily Henry for me is kind of like a hit or a miss. I wasn't the biggest fan of Beach Read. I read others by her that I didn't mind. I did read Funny Story, and I really actually enjoyed that. So put this one on my TBR to decide if I'm going to you know, am I gonna like it, am I not? Let's get into it.
Exactly. I feel like that's one of the funnier ones that she wrote. Yeah.
Okay, so the next one that I got is Ellen Hildebrand, and this is The Hotel Nantucket. I've heard amazing things about this, and I am just so intrigued to get into this book. It feels like it's gonna be like a perfect summer read. Yeah. So I don't know if I'm gonna reach for it until like approaching summer.
Like, I could just totally imagine you reading it like she's reading right now, just like
right
on the beach.
Well, I'm probably not going to be on the beach, but just summer and the sun is shining and all of that. Okay, so another one that is on my list, guys. My husband can't let me be great. He keeps calling on the phone, so I don't know. I'm like, I need to get through this real quick. Another one that is on my list is Sally Rooney, Intermezzo. I like just even reading the synopsis of this one. It just sounds really interesting. Yeah. Yeah. The demands of other people do not dissolve. They only multiply. More and more complex and more like difficult. Anyways, sounds like a good read. I would have wanted to have gotten into it already, but honestly, there's so many books and so little time. So it's got to be on the TBR to be read sometime this year, okay? Another one that's been on my TBR for a long time is Still Beating. Honestly, when we first started making videos about a year ago, which we just celebrated our first year on YouTube, yay, our happy anniversary to us. Still Beating was one of the ones that was first recommended by, like, you know, book talkers when we started following like booktubers and stuff. And I heard that this book was so good. Like, just hearing the synopsis of it, it just sounded really, really good. I wanted to read it and still haven't gotten to it. Here we are. It's on a TBR. It's gonna get done in 2025, y'all. Another good one is Women of Good Fortune. Guys, I just love, for some reason, this reminds me of the Joy Luck Club. I just love that movie. Oh, yeah. I also have the book because I didn't realize that there was a book. I finally got my hands on it. So this one sounds really good. What does it say it's about? And we can't go into the details of all of that, but just know that your girl's gonna be reading Women of Good Fortune, and it just sounds really good. It's by Sophie Wan. Okay, so this other one that I want to read is called Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. Yes, I have heard good things about this book. It keeps popping up left, right, and center by everyone, and everyone who's read it, they keep saying the same thing. They just keep saying how good it is. And I am familiar with this author. I've actually, no, I haven't. I was thinking of Lauren Asher for a second.
You read one of her books, though?
Did I?
Yeah, you read The Paradise Problem, right?
Oh, yes. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. There we go. I was getting a little bobbleheaded there. So, yes, I am familiar with her writing style. I have read The Paradise Problem by her, and I really enjoyed that. Ask Charlotte. When I was done, I was, like, beaming. I was like, I really enjoyed her style. So, I'm very excited to get into that. I heard that this, as soon as you read this will be, like, a favorite. And just the layout of it, grand slam. Love it. This next one, as you guys can see, is Annie Bot. The reason why it's looking all black and you're not seeing the cover is because I'm currently reading this. This was on my TBR, and so I've taken it off to read it for the month of February, and I am like 2/3 of the way through this book. So I took off the jacket, which is upstairs, because we are in February. It makes sense. At least I'm grabbing stuff off of the TBR cart, which I am supposed to. So I feel good about that. This other one is called Somebody's Wife by Robbie Renee. I'm good. I have a review to come for this book, okay? But just know that it was on my TBR, and I've also picked it up and have already consumed it. Yes, I've already consumed it. So stay tuned for my February wrap up, because there's actually quite a few more books that's going to be added. I'm not trying to spoil anything, but this is a little, you know, something to show you a glimpse of, I guess, what I've been up to. Next is called Sight Unseen by Kasha Thompson. Linda sent this to me. Linda Riddle, she's a viewer of our channel, and I'm so appreciative of her because, yeah, she sent this to us, or sent this to me, and she also sent Charlotte a book as well. And this has been like on my TBR for a while. It just looks so good. The cover is stunning and the story sounds like superb. So definitely on my TBR. Been eyeing it for a while and have taken it down, but you know, here we are again.
Thank you, Linda.
Thank you, Linda. Really appreciate it. And then we also have The Storied Life of A.J. Frickery. This one's said to be very funny, tender, and moving. And I am just excited about it too. It looks like a very short read.
Yeah, that's like what I think a book you will really, really like.
Yeah, I think so too. I also have More Days at the Morizaki Bookshop. This is another really, really short read. This is by Satoshi Yagisawa. I'm getting better at pronouncing these names after all the Studio Ghibli movies we've been watching.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I think you'll really like that one too, because it's like, is this literary fiction?
I feel like it is.
I don't know, the cover is just so cute.
It is so cute.
Yeah.
And we love like, we just love other cultures. We watch a lot of Japan animation, and we also watch shows, and it'll be just different, like diving into books from the culture itself.
Exactly.
It's not the same, like, I was gonna say, how many books have we ever read that's like deep into the culture like that? I don't know.
Yeah, I'd have to really
I've read The Good Earth, which is not, it's not Japanese by any means. That's like the Chinese culture. I've read a lot of books, I think, about the Chinese culture and stuff like that. But this will be very different. This is specifically Japanese, I think.
Right?
Yeah. Okay, so I also have The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett, or Bennett. I'm not sure. I think it's Bennett. I just totally turned this author into French, like a French person. You can escape a town, but you cannot escape blood. It's about two sisters. One is darker and one is lighter.
Yeah, I think so.
Something along the lines.
Along the lines, like and like one can pass as like black, the other one passes as white. Yeah. This
story just sounds so. Yeah, it goes. Stella and Desiree are two identical twins growing up together in a small town, southern black community until at age 16 they run away. Years later, everything about their lives is different. Their families, communities, and racial identities. One sister lives with her black daughter in the same southern town. She once tried to escape. The other sister secretly passes as white, and her husband knows nothing of her past. Still, separated by many miles and just as many lies, the fate of the twins remain intertwined. What will happen in the next generation with their own daughter's storylines, or when their own daughter's storylines intersect? Oh my gosh. Wow. Sounds really, like, just really interesting. Like, words cannot even I can't put it into words. It just sounds like
it's just gonna be a lot. A lot.
And guys, look what I have at Magnolia Park. I finally got my hands on it. Well, not just recently. I've had Magnolia Parks in my possession for a wee bit now. I have the whole collection. A wee bit as in like just a few months. And I know that I want to get into it. So I've heard that this world is crazy. I've heard that book one isn't necessarily the it, but I'm gonna read it first because it just makes sense. And then I heard it just gets progressively better moving on from book 2. So yeah, excited to read Magnolia Parks. Once again, I chose not to put the whole set on. I kind of figured because I'm a mood reader, we build this 2025 book TBR for 2025, but we also know it's a little subject to change at times. I feel like I'm gonna stick to a lot of this because it's just, but some things will shift up, and one will be if I need to just get the series in, we will squish it in. If I'm hooked and I want to keep reading, I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah.
And then I also have this one by Sally Hempworth, an author that I seldom hear about, Darling Girls. Yeah, I don't know if I even heard anyone talk about this yet.
We heard Haley Pham talk about
that.
Yeah?
Oh, nice. Okay. For some reason, like, I don't hear anyone really talk about it, but it just sounds really interesting. She sounds like she writes some good books based on the titles and stuff, so I'm excited to explore her as an author. And this is going to be that. I'm gonna have to create a TBR jar, around this.
Yeah.
To help us kind of pick stuff, because maybe pick one that's a new author one day, and pick one that's the color blue. And I'm just like taking all the inspiration from this one book right now.
But exactly, author starts with letter R or something like that.
So it'll just help us like pick stuff off of here.
Exactly.
This one, guys, I've heard, oh my gosh, this one is so on my list. I need to get cracking with it as well. It is called well, not the, what do I want to say, the in front of everything, Blue Sisters. Basically they're 4 sisters, and they have to navigate life after, I think, losing their parents, or no, after they have to navigate life after the death of the 4th sister. And yeah, it's basically going through like grief and hope, and it's complex because it's dealing with family matters, and just like the way they're dealing with it and handling it, and just all the things. So I'm very excited to read it. I absolutely love this cover. It's so pretty.
It's so pretty. Yeah.
So this other one just intrigued me, and I decided to pick it up. It's The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Yeah. It speaks for itself. I don't even remember fully what it is, but when I was reading the synopsis, it was like super compelling. Do you remember what it's about?
So it's like this girl who
made it.
I think she's like immortal or something like that, right? Because she's living for like hundreds of years, and then whoever she meets can't remember her.
Oh yeah. It's not because of some pact or something she made.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So,
but then in this book, suddenly someone does remember her, right? And then the snowball starts rolling.
Yeah. So definitely want to read that. Another one that I want to read is this one, The Castaways by Ellen Hildebrand. Guys, I just keep hearing a lot of good things by this author, and I'm not gonna lie, I actually got to watch one of the series of her books. I don't remember what series it was called. It was The Couple, or was it The Couple? I don't remember what the series was, but it was so good. I'm like, okay, I need to get in her book ASAP. So basically I could just anytime I see her books, I'm just like scoop. I could basically scoop up all her books and have it on this TBR, but I'm like, let's start slow, girl. Let's start slow. Yeah, excited to get into that one. And then I also have, this one's called The Golden Couple. This one, I don't remember what it is, but it's a thriller.
Oh, it is.
Right? Isn't it a thriller? Isn't it thrilling?
Oh, yeah. Propulsive and thrilling. A page turner that will keep you guessing until the very end. Wow. Okay, so, that's gonna, yeah, I don't know, I'm looking at this list, this cart that I have, and one thing I don't know if I see a whole lot is a thriller, because I do need those to kind of help me get through. So I'm glad that this one is in here. I guess Addie LaRue could be kind of like that. It's like, it's a thriller. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes, but very excited to read that. I have this one came by, it was kind of random. I'm like, you know what, let's just throw it in the mix. It's called The Love Script, and yeah, it just looked really good. It's by Toni Shiloh. Oh, and did you read another one first?
I'm pretty sure I have.
She sounds familiar.
This book just looks the cover looks really good. I think I took it out at the library before, but I never got to it, so I decided to pick it up again. And then honestly, I believe that's my 25 for 2025, but I decided I'm just going to throw this one in there. It's called The Ministry of Time, just because I've already kind of read one or two off of it, and not that it's a bad thing, but it's like, you know, before this video was made, I kind of have a bunch that I kind of dabbled in, so I'm like, let me just throw this one in there. We'll see if I get to it, but that is it, guys. So we just shared with you our
25 books to read for 2025.
Yeah, and I feel really excited about my list. How do you feel?
So excited. Yeah. Honestly, like, I just want to grab one of them and start reading right now. But
exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm currently in the middle of Annie Bot, and that's what I'm gonna go back to finish. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and pack our books real quick on our TBR cart, and then we're gonna call it a day. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing our books that we have chosen. Let us know down below if you guys have any of the books from our list on your list.
Exactly. And if you liked any of the books here, if you've read any of them, comment down below your review.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content, and we shall see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.